What's up, everybody? It is Friday morning. You know what that is. It's time for another Oji-san Bitches About Fridays. I'm going to try to put a video out every Friday and just kind of include everything in my video. One-stop shop for all my activities and bitches of the week. We'll try this out, see how you guys like it. So here we go. First up, I'm still on the fasting. I have lost about 15 pounds, a little over 15. I'm actually heading towards 16 pretty fast. At this point, it doesn't even feel like I'm on any kind of diet or anything. It's just the way I eat now. And I'll keep you guys updated, let you know how it's going. I just, once I broke through the initial phase, I feel like I could do this forever. I'm not hungry, not craving food. Feels great. I'll keep you updated. Another new thing I've got going on is I started selling t-shirts on Teespring. All this artwork I've been putting on DeviantArt. Really getting a lot of views, a lot of positive feedback on it. So I thought, well, maybe I should just start putting that stuff to work. So you can go out on teespring.com/AmericanOjisan and you can find all my weird ass artwork on your very own t-shirt for you to wear around. If you like it, buy one. If you don't, that's great too. But I do put a lot of work into that art, and I just felt like I needed to try to put it to work somehow. And let me tell you, it's harder to sell a t-shirt than you can imagine. There's lots of them out there. If you have any suggestions on that, let me know. But it is Teespring, T-E-E, spring.com/AmericanOjisan. Go get you some. Sad news this week. Burt Reynolds died. He was 82 years old. When I was a kid, Burt Reynolds was the biggest star in the world. Smokey and the Bandit, Cannonball Run. Seemed like you couldn't turn on your TV set without seeing Burt Reynolds, and half of the TV shows that were on TV at the time were inspired by movies that he were in, you know, Dukes of Hazzard's just Smokey and the Bandit. So it's sad. I know Burt seems like he's been in bad health for a while, so R.I.P. Burt Reynolds. We'll miss you, buddy. Looks like Mr. Alex Jones has lost another platform. Read an article said that Twitter has permanently banned Alex Jones. Now I'm kind of torn on this issue because I hate Alex Jones. He's just a dumbass, and I hate what he does. And if I thought that the feelings or the opinions that he expresses were real and genuine, it would be different. Because I don't knock anybody for their opinions. I don't agree with anything he says. I'll put it that way. But if I thought that those were his real opinions, I wouldn't have a problem with him. But I know that what he's doing is he's stirring up all these emotions in people, and he's inciting all these people. But he's only doing that to sell the stupid ass products that he puts on his show. He gets on these big rants and starts crying to God and everybody else, and then in the next breath is trying to sell you some kind of stupid survival gear for the end of the world, and he says, it's just to keep the lights on. Well, if you go and research his finances, Alex Jones has made a lot of money by getting people really scared, really fired up, and then selling them a bunch of junk that they don't need. A ridiculous person. I think he's still on Facebook. Facebook said that his ban was lifted, but they're keeping an eye on him. I personally, I'm all about the First Amendment. So if the guy truly believed the things that he was saying, if these were truly his opinions, I wouldn't have a problem with him being on any kind of platform. You can say what you want to say in this country. That's why I'm here. But I know the guy's just he's a snake oil salesman. He's just getting people fired up so that they'll go and buy his products. That's all it is. He has even admitted that it is just a character that he plays to get people on his channel to buy his products. So that kind of stuff is dangerous, and I wish the real Alex Jones would show his face. I think a few times he's actually showed up on some podcasts and stuff, and I apparently he's not that bad of a guy, but the character he plays is dangerous, and he knows it. And it's nothing more than just a ploy to sell you some crap. He is a good salesman. I will give him that. He's a damn good salesman. So now Donald Trump, he's worried about getting impeached finally. He's finally said the word. He's thinking that his time may be coming, and now he's saying that if that happens, that's his supporters' fault because they didn't vote enough. You know, they didn't get enough Democrats out of office or whatever. It's just crazy. The guy is he is just a con artist. He is Alex Jones on a presidential scale. He just incites people to sell himself. Donald Trump is about Donald Trump, and that's Donald Trump's problem. If he was voted president and just enforced his policies and was the president, I don't agree with his policies. He has done good for the economy, though. I will give him that. I mean, this is probably the best I've seen the economy in my adult life. Well, when Bill Clinton was in, it was pretty good too. But I was pretty young then, so I wasn't really paying attention at the time. I was more interested in other things. But the deal is he just can't keep his arrogant mouth shut. He cannot stand to be challenged, questioned. He is used to being the boss and only the boss. And unfortunately, when you're the president, you do answer to a lot of people. About 350 million Americans is who you answer to. And I'm sorry if that hurts his pride, but being prideful and being president, they don't go hand in hand. And while some of his economic policies, the tariffs are horrible. The tax cut was great if it stays permanent. But I've seen a lot of Trump supporters here recently, and this is kind of a weird thing I just want to throw out there. But I've seen the T-shirts that say, "I would rather be Russian than a Democrat." So you would rather move to the most socialist country on earth and be part of a socialist dictatorship than be a Democrat. Now, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I could give a crap about either party. I think that Democrats are a bunch of whiny finger pointers, and I think the Republicans are just a bunch of gutless tag-alongs. Obviously, look at how they did with Trump. Nobody can stand him. They honestly despise him down to the pit of their soul, but because he got the nomination and then he got elected, well, now they're just forced to kiss his ass. And it's just, there's a few Republicans, and unfortunately we just lost McCain, who was probably the best Republican, best representative of the Republican Party that we had. Now we're just left with a bunch of gutless tag-alongs. And on the Democrat side, it's not much better. I mean, it's just let's cry about it and point fingers. But honestly, what have they done? What has any of them done? So Trump is effective, and they are not. And until they become effective, Looks like we're going to be with Trump for a while. So all the people in Congress, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, whatever, get off your ass. Do something. This guy's a jackass. Let's move forward. The whole thing with the Trump presidency is progress versus no progress. The people who are anti-progress are Trump supporters, and I understand that. The world's moving along fast. You don't really want things to change, but unfortunately, in the real world, things change. The world is going to move on. If we just want to take a big step back and go back to 1950s America, well, that's where we'll be, and the rest of the world will move on into the future, and we'll just be left behind. So I understand not wanting to change. I understand not wanting the world to progress and move on. But unfortunately for you, that's the way it is going to be. And fortunately for the world, it is progressing. You felt a lot of it in the last presidency, with Obama. Things were progressing fast, and it's a shame that we had to take such a big step back. But I do understand we went so far forward that it's natural for people to want to take a step back, and I get it. I understand. I'm not bashing Trump supporters. I understand what's kind of why you voted the way you did. It's just that you have to face the facts that the world will progress. It will move on, and not even Donald Trump can stop that. Hopefully, he won't be the first president in history to end up in prison. Honestly, I don't want to see that. I just want to see the guy leave. But I don't want to see an American president go to prison. That's horrible. But it is time for Congress to start doing their job and show a little guts. And the Republican Party, man, when I was younger, I considered myself a Republican, but geez, y'all are a bunch of gutless people. My goodness. Say what you think. Quit kissing his ass. My goodness. Anyway, that's enough on politics. I told you I was going to start talking about politics again. So, on the ballot this year in Arkansas is a minimum wage increase from $8.50 an hour to $11 an hour. It's going to be phased in over 2 years if it passes. I personally am going to vote for this, and just because my wife in her job that she loves working for a school gets minimum wage. So it will benefit us, probably $300 or $400 a month benefit us. And I do think she deserves the money. Now, I understand the cons of raising minimum wage because everything will go up because there are people, and kind of the way America works, when there's a talk of a new pool of money coming out there and into the society, there's already people eyeballing that. They're already thinking of how they're going to get that money out of your pocket and into theirs. Rent will go up, things will go up. I don't think there's going to be a huge job loss like some people are speculating. And some of the biggest companies that are really worried about this, believe me, they'll be fine. You're talking drops in the bucket, really. But some of the smaller companies, some of the small businesses that are owned by individuals, they're going to be the ones that suffer the most from this. And hopefully everything will work out. But it's time. It's time that folks start making a decent living out there. And if you can make $11 an hour flipping a burger, man, you might just get off your ass and go down to McDonald's and get you a job. Here's the last thing that I want to. This is definitely a bitch. So this is the last thing. It's been years since I've watched a movie on network television, and we have a streaming service that we use, and we don't have satellite or an antenna or anything. We just we use internet television, and the service that we provide or that we use that is provided to us, it plays live network television. So the other night, my wife and I, we were watching a movie, and it's not even a movie I like. It was Contact with Jodie Foster in it. They old and horrible CGI. But anyway, so we're watching this movie, and we get to the end of it, which is really the only part of the movie where things really start catching my interest. So we're getting towards the end of the movie, and I think there's like 10 minutes of the movie left, and it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. We'd stayed up late watching this thing, and so I was like, all right, I'm going to sit up and watch this movie. Just the last few minutes, just kind of refresh myself on why the ending of it was pretty good. I had forgotten just how many damn commercials they play. The last 10 minutes of that movie took 40 minutes to watch. And literally like 2 minutes of the movie would go by, and then there would be like 8 minutes of commercials, and the same commercials just over and over. And I had forgotten just how fun it is to watch a movie on network television. As a matter of fact, I don't even watch network TV. I don't watch anything because the ads are crazy. So never again will I bitch about ads on YouTube unless they become that intrusive. But I mean, literally 10 minutes of a movie took 40 minutes to play out on the television, on network TV. That is crazy. That is way too many damn commercials. So if you ever feel yourself bitching about ads on your YouTube videos or on any other site, just go watch network television. Go pick a movie that's playing on network TV and watch that. And you'll get a whole new perspective. You'll remember what it was like. I remember when I was a kid watching movies, because there was no VCRs, there was no DVD, there was no Netflix by any stretch of the imagination. There was no internet when I was a kid. So everything we watched, we had to watch on network television, and if you missed it, you just missed it. And I guess you just got used to the commercials when I was a kid, but now that I'm older, I can't stand it. It's horrible. I've got spoiled on the internet and streaming videos and movies. So network television, you can keep it. I'll stick with streaming. Hey, like I said, check out DeviantArt. It's deviantart.com/AmericanOjisan. If you want to buy a t-shirt with my artwork on it, it is teespring.com/AmericanOjisan. I've still got the AmericanOjisan.com website, and I will integrate all of those things together on that page shortly. I just have to find time to do it. Right now, I am up to my neck in stuff to do. So, till next week, remember, if you need anything, reach out to me. Ojisan's got your back. I will see you in the next video. Ojisan out.